So, friendship between a man and a woman, yes or no?
Yes?
Why do you think so?
What you mean, friendship in terms of, is it natural or is it right? Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it right? Where is like the borderline between colleagues and friends? Normal friends.
In terms of friendship,
Yes.
I think you can be friends with colleagues. I think you can be friends with friends you've known for many, many years. It's a question of the degree of friendship.
Yeah, and where is like the borderline that you cannot cross, like something to be a friend with a woman?
It really depends a little bit on your style. I'm an extrovert, so I tend to be quite open and quite expressive. Some people find that intimidating, so I think it's to do with culture. I think it's to do with how long you've known them. I think you have to be very careful about mixing the personal with the professional in an environment. So I would say basically anything that doesn't involve touch is on the right side of safe.
How many men friends does your wife have?
She has a number of friends at work who are very good friends to her outside of work and inside of work.
That's amazing, your understanding. And like, do you have any rituals or traditions like with your couple that you do like weekly?
My wife and I?
Yeah.
Traditions, not so much. I mean, I think we do try to spend quality time. We always try to eat together. We tend to, as we get older, our children are grown up, and so part of our lives are together apart. You know, work, you're still together as a couple, but you're apart. Sometimes you have to do travel for work. Sometimes you have to do things with other groups of friends and even groups of colleagues. So I think rituals is a very interesting word. It's more around not so much traditions, but intentional times that you spend with each other. And I think that's really important for a marriage.
And what are the two tips that you cherish in your relationships? I mean, like two things, most
Well,
important things.
I think recognizing that things change. Most important thing, Esther Perel says most people get married 3 times in their life. With any luck, it's with the same person. In other words, if you've been in a relationship for a long time, there's a relationship when it's all love and honeymoon and start. A time if you have children that's very, very intense. There's a time afterwards. And in some ways you have to renegotiate your relationship in a marriage or in a close partnership because those things change and those things affect you enormously. So that's my first tip, to really recognise that things change and you have to understand what's going on in the change. And the second thing is to be honest. A lot of people they see the change, they don't really quite know how to articulate the change, and then they kind of not lie, but they kind of just avoid it. And avoidance is a type of lie because you're not really actually being honest. It's the exclusion, it's the avoidance which is serious. So I think honesty and having the courage to recognise things change.
Thank you so much. That was great and very insightful.
You're my pleasure.